So when we've run some of our mills overnight, for example, before we had the filter mists, if you would come in the morning and the machine's just finished, you would literally see the fog in the air.
Martin, your place here is absolutely spotless. Now, looking around, you've got a filter mist on every machine. Do they help you keep this place looking like a showroom?
Yes, to a certain extent, the filter mists do help because you don't have any oily residue coming out from the machines, especially when you're running the machines for a long time at the high revs, when the coolant just atomizes and just turns into the fog and it just seeps out.
Now, we've all been there. That greasy, oily coolant gets everywhere. It's always on the top of the door, seals of the machine. You get it all over your legs. Has it stopped?
Yes, yes. Good 90% of that is not happening. Normally you would get the wet seal when the doors just at the front of the doors. We don't have that anymore. Okay, it's a lot nice environment to work in.
Now, we've all been there when we've went in a machine and you've got a perfect oil mark across your trousers. So take us back to before you had the Filtermist. What was the air quality like then compared to now?
So when we've run some of our mills overnight, for example, before we had the filter mists, if you would come in the morning and the machine's just finished, you would literally see the fog in the air. You had to open the roller shutters to ventilate the place for a good few minutes before the air would just behave normal.
And what about inside the machine as well? Because you can have the machine that full of, like you said, fog mist, you can't actually see the vise, the turret. Do these help pull that out so now you can actually see what's happening?
Yes, yes. If you're operating on a high revs, if the machine's got a high revs, the air inside is just a lot cleaner, so the visibility is better.
Now, so that must make it a lot nicer for your staff as well, because not going home full of oil, again, we've all been there where you just feel gross. It's the only way I can put it. You just don't feel right because you can feel it on your skin, you can feel it on your hand. You never seem to be able to wash it off. Have your staff had anything to say about it since they're now going home clean?
Yeah, so basically, they all say that the clothes don't stinks when they get back home. Okay, they don't have this coolant smell to it.
Well, what you've said is it's a really good success story. They're working and they and if you're having positive feedback from your staff, then that's all you need, really.